Checking out Space Engineers. It's a game that I used to play a long time ago. I've got this really old, super duper old quick look thing on my channel. It's in, I think, 2 parts. And that was from when it was kind of sort of first around. And since then, I jump in every now and then and take a look at it and see what's what and what's new and stuff. But it's been a while. The last time I played this was, aside from yesterday for a bit with Rogue, boy, like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Back when planets were first a thing, and you could actually go to the planets and land on them and everything like that. And that was a while ago. So we'll see what all's changed. When I was playing with Rogue, it seemed like quite a lot. But let's check into it. We will go with a custom, not really sandbox game, but definitely a custom game. And there's a whole lot of different starts that you can mess with here. A little bit of a bit war going on between Pinter and Jackin with single bits. Heard something about an economy update. Yeah. I never got a chance to look into that, but that's a thing. You get these like credit things that you can use and you can buy ships, but even like the basic ships are some hundreds of thousands of credits. And typically when you find credits on the world from just like some random drop pod thing floating around, you'll have like maybe a few hundred. So I'm thinking the general idea is that you sell ships for maybe tens of thousands or something like that. Stop playing because you kept sliding around on grids you built. Sliding around on grids? I don't know. A lot of different areas that you can start on though, and like general scenarios. I'm going to be going though for the star system because this one's obviously the best. Going with survival, absolutely. Offline. I might check into a private thing with friends at some point in time, maybe possibly, because this is one of those games where at some point you kind of need a little bit of help. It's not as bad as like it was with 7 Days to Die's recent update, where it's like you need to have help, otherwise you're totally screwed. You can do it solo, but only because you can change the modifiers around. So like my inventory size, I'm gonna bump this up a decent bit to ×5, because otherwise there's so much running around back and forth. Grabbing stuff from the inventory and bringing it over to a ship that you're building or something like that. So you need to get like a building ship that can carry a lot. Oh, it's a bit fiddly, it's a bit annoying. So I'm just going with ×5. ×10 is too much though, definitely. ×10 is like, you might not need a building ship. Pinter with 100 bits, upping his game. Jackim, you've never played this game, so you're curious. Do you know of it, though? Inventory size, we'll go with realistic. Assembler efficiency, just ×3, I guess. ×3 for everything, just like a bit above realistic. Grinding speed, sure. Environment hostility, we'll go with normal, though, because I'm kind of okay with meteor showers happening. I don't mind it too much. Asteroid amount, infinite normal density. Sure. Infinite, none. What? Sound mode, arcade. Realistic and arcade sounds. Go with realistic. Limit world size, unlimited. Characters leaving the game area will be killed. This used to be a pretty major thing because you could either have it so objects in the world just never go away until you reach over a certain limit.
Terminator 100 build a giant drill ship to chew up asteroids. Whole Terminator 100 bonus 20.
The Terminator 100. I wish you wouldn't read out the emotes. Actually, there's a setting for that, for the emotes, but I think that's just allowing emotes in the cheer in general, which that'd be weird. I don't know. I'm not sure how that'd work. Oh jeez.
Terminator 320 bonus 32 boy, that escalated quickly.
Oh jeez, Pinter Jackim. Thank you very much, guys. Used to be the type of thing where if you had an unlimited size, just these little teeny tiny random rogue ass objects from just random debris that you may not have taken out, or just a bit of stone that flew off and got out of the way, it would just always exist. So you'd always want some cap on the world size, so it just despawn stuff outside of there. But nowadays, I don't know. Oh, the bonus doesn't count. You're a helicopter. Soy. Okay. So we'll see how unlimited goes, because there's also something about max objects, so it should just like despawn stuff out there anyway at some point. And for that, I'm assuming 100 should be alright. I don't know. View distance, we'll bump this up to 30 kilometers. That'll be alright. Respawn ship cooldown, cooldown's disabled. Sun rotation, sure. Day duration 2 hours, that seems fine. You can get this up there like a heck of a lot if you want. Or really down there, jeez. We'll go with 2 hours though, for the whole day cycle. Block limits? Recommended block limits, no. No, it's fine. It's okay. I can handle it. It's okay. We'll disable all that shit. That's more something for multiplayer, I think, generally. Because you can get this thing set with the total PCU where every single component of a ship and the base and everything has a PCU attached to it. And the PCU is just a number that's associated with the general intensity of that object.
Terminator 200 bonus 20. I like trains.
Jackom likes trains, everybody. Jesus Christ, guys. Hugely appreciated, though. I don't mind a little bit more. Yeah, everything's got a PC unit attached to it, which is generally equivalent to like how performance intensive it is, just to prevent somebody from making a ship that's got 20,000 grinders on it, just going apeshit and annihilating everything and wrecking the server performance. Since it's just me, I don't think I need to worry about that. Optimal spawn distance? I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure. Delete the respawn ship. Deletes respawn ship when player leaves server / spawns in a new ship. That's okay. Permadeath, no. Player name, sure. Thruster damage. Thruster flame deals damage to blocks, players, and small objects. Sure. Auto healing. In oxygen environments and during periods of not taking damage, we can heal up to 70% of max health. I suppose so. Why not? Weapons, yeah. Cargo ships, yeah. In-game scripts. Programmable block can be used by some mods to create advanced logic and effect. Oh, we'll leave that on. Why not? Destructible block, enable tool shake, adaptive simulation quality, random encounters, oxygen. So much stuff you can customize. Enable airtightedness. Okay. Unsupported stations. Will no longer turn dynamic when disconnected from static grids. Oh, okay. We'll leave that off though. Drones, sure. Wolves? Spiders? I don't know. Subgrid damage. Damage between connected grids. Recommend leaving this setting disabled for a more stable behavior. Hey, okay. And a super gridding exploit. I don't know what that is. Jeez. I think default's probably just fine for all of this. You start on the moon anyway, no spiders or wolves there? Okay. Spiders and wolves. So we'll do that. And star system, yes. Let's do it. So the start of the game? Not 100% sure exactly what to do here. I think I have the general gist of it. But there's a bunch of different starting areas and tells you roughly what the difficulty is for being there. Like on Earth, it's easy because you've got basically everything. The problem with that though, it's difficult to get off Earth because, you know, gravity and stuff. So having something cool and lightweight is pretty nice. Like this guy, it's pretty easy to get off the moon. You can just do it with you as yourself without a ship if you want. Your jetpack is plenty sufficient to do so. But the moon itself doesn't have a whole lot usually. But there's a lot of asteroids out there, so it's fine. The alien planet, I don't know. Titan, I don't know. Mars, not really sure. Europa, I don't know. It looks like generally kind of a mix between Earth and the moon, what with the gravity and all that kind of stuff. Is this like Minecraft in space? Yeah, that's a decent way of looking at it, kinda, yeah. There's also just a space pod. Or you just start in space, or just a space suit. You without a pod, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm going with a Moondrop pod though. We'll do that. And discovered the first merchants. Just some faction somewhere. So this is our start. You can see in the bottom right hand corner how much power we've generally got. We have 8 hours left of power, which is quite good. I think the general first thing to do here... Go first person. I like first person a lot more. Jets on, and we fly up, and we look for... Just try to eyeball some potential iron nodes. Man, the shadows are a little bit intense. And we'll see if I can find any nearby. Turn my lights on, investigate a crater. Fucking hell, that's dark. Jeez, turns out the sun's really good at giving light. Man. Can't wait for that thing to raise up a little bit more. All the objects you see out there, aside from the fairly obvious blurry skybox, it's like that planet there, and these dudes there, and I don't think the sun. That guy way out there, we can go to all these. They're pretty far away though. Really far away. We're probably not going to be going there anytime soon. Like, anytime soon. You pretty much need a jump drive to do it, because the max speed in the game right now is, I think 110 meters per second or so? Maybe a little bit faster with the large ships, but it takes a while to get out there otherwise. Man, that is some course terrain there. Maybe you should try it yourself. It's even on sale. Well, there you go. Ah, here we are. It looks like a bunch of pea stains in the ground. That is an indicator of iron. So, I will... we can leave that over there, I think, generally. How much space do I actually have? Oh, 2,000. Okay. Cool. And I can see there's iron and also nickel down there. Ah, and some cobalt. Okay, so we'll drill straight down into it. With the right mouse button so I don't pick up all the stone and crap, because I don't care. Don't eat the yellow moon dust, that's yucky. Yeah, that's bad, don't do that. That's gross. Also, if you like, not that I really care too much, but if you are interested in this game, feel free to check and see if it's also in the Humble bundle, or just the Humble site in general, because I've got the affiliate code there. You can use the command !Humble to get a link for that. I think it's pretty much just, like, I don't know, like, reference Yeti or something like that at the end of the URL, though. If you want, I don't mind. You can if you want. But through that, you can still fraction off a portion of the cost to Humble Bundle itself for a charity of your choice, or me. However you'd like it. If you want all the money to go to me, that's awesome. If you want to support a charity, go for it. Trees right now are a pretty popular happening thing. So there's always that. Just throwing that out there. Oh my god, this is so much better. I was playing this with Rogue earlier, like yesterday for a bit, and man, the server that he was running, because I think he was just hosting it locally, with like 300 millisecond latency or whatever. Oh my god, that wasn't easy. That wasn't easy at all. Everything was just terrible, because it has to constantly sync up where the objects are and all that, because all that stuff's done on his end and transferred to me, I think. So his little mine quarry thing that he had set up was just, oh, it was bad. Let's hop into the cockpit, recharge my stuff. You can see my vitals on the bottom left. Health, oxygen, power, and hydrogen. Black Donor, hello, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. We'll put the stone away. And a lot of this iron, man, that's a bunch of iron. That's good stuff. I would like I'd like to see about getting up a refinery, but I need steel plates for that. And to get the steel plates, we have to make a basic assembler, which also requires steel plates and stuff. So, I think this is the point where I believe you tear down this guy, right? I found iron. I don't really need this to get over there. How long until I die because I flow too hard with my jetpack? Probably not very. I'm generally kind of okay with the jetpack. Unknown signal, just a little pod thing for an aesthetic in-game, typically. Where's... ah, yeah, there it is. Survival kit. Or really just generally anything. It's got... can I actually use it for production? I guess I maybe could. Maybe. Because the survival kit does do production, I believe. Ingots out of stone. What? I mean, yeah, process the stone. Here, let me have some iron. Have some... It has iron and also stone in the cockpit, but I guess maybe the cockpit doesn't reach into this? Or is it just being silly? What's happening here? Since when this top tier thing is there, months. I enabled that a while ago. Why is it saying we don't have... I guess it doesn't... It says required 0.33 iron ingots available 3, and I guess it'll just pull it as it needs it, but we need silicon wafers before anything. I guess we just throw in a bunch of stone. But it's also got stone. I guess not enough stone. I'm gonna go get some more stone. We'll see what happens. I'm not entirely sure on this. Already full. That didn't take long. I just gotta drop all this iron here. Blech, on the ground. This massive lump. I could pick that up later. That'll stick around for a while. Okay, so it... now I can drag stuff around. I'm not really sure. Okay, here, just do this a bunch. I guess. We get some of the basic materials out of it that way. I'm not sure why the iron wasn't wanting to go in there, and I'm not sure why this has still got 66 stone that it doesn't want to... I need 100. Okay. Fine. Fine. There's like a conveyor system type thing going on. And you can use that to actually move stuff around on the ship, and it could be that this guy just doesn't really have it very well, so I can't just put stuff wherever I want and have it transfer over. And also, I've lost where the iron is. Wasn't it right over here? Oh jeez. I'll just grab stone over here. That's fine. Lost already? Yeah. Yeah, it's bad news. The vehicle that I have does have an ore detector on it though, so I could always, if I really need to, hop into it and find where it is there. Just have to drive around a little bit for it. It was not very far away though. Should be like right on one of these ridges. Nilu, hello, welcome. Into the survival kit. ingots. Make a bunch. And we just get a mix of the iron, nickel, and silver that way that we'll use. Still a bit strange to me that I can't put just the iron into it. Like, why can you not take iron? I don't understand that at all. I guess because it's maybe too basic for that. Like, it just doesn't know how to accept iron. So I would need a basic refinery for that. I'm gonna say that's that. So fine. We got a boulder of iron. I'll put you in a slightly better spot for later. So for now, I guess we just collect a bunch of stone and let this thing chow through it, because I'm going to need a bunch of stuff from that. Oh, I thought I could just go with the iron straight away. Sun gives you iron anyway via the smelting recipe. Yeah, it's true. It is getting me stone. Or iron. Just not as good as of the amount that I'd like immediately. But oh well. And there you go. Actually a little bit full up. So here's also a bit of stone. Let's see about making some plates. Because I need, for the basic stuff, a refinery, an assembler, and a survival kit of my own. Where are we setting up shop at? Let me see if I can find that iron. I'd like to start near that. Is that it there? Somewhere around here. We'll set up shop around here. I need a steel plate just to get started. Damn it. Fine. So production, we'll go with, I don't know, like 40 steel plates, I guess. It can no longer do this recipe, so it moves on to the next one. And I'll go inventory and take those from you. Just to get some basic set.
Fuel low.
Oh wow, yeah, that is very low. Let's free fall a little bit there. And I still, yeah, still plenty okay. Yeti, why don't you just drive it over? Look at this terrain. I don't want it. I'll flip it. I'll flip it for sure. I know myself. The big block. So you, foundation. Set up a little 3x2 grid or so. So, basic refinery. Bang. The other thing I can't scroll to? Okay, fine. Be that way. We need, oh yeah, the O2H2 generator. Basic assembler though. I'm out of plates. Fuck. What's the drop pod even fueled by? Currently nothing. It just has its initial charge of a bunch. Got a pretty fat battery considering what it does. Like the entire core of it here is a battery. Somewhere. Make as many steel plates as you can. Maybe for the moment. Let me grab the rest of the stone here. Bit of a back and forth start, huh? That's a moon for you, I suppose, though. Ugh. So, refine into the assembler. And then the basic survival kit thing. Which that may not be done for a little while. I guess that works. Wait, that's an assembler. Survival kit. That's the one. I think that's the side I want. Ooh, not that way. That's the one. And then rotate you that way. Sure. The conveyor system may be a little wonky doing it that way, but oh well. And then lastly, an O2H2 generator, which you will get set up. Just like off like that, I suppose. Well, I need to access the refinery though. We'll see about that. Oh, okay. The man with gun, hello, how you doing? Didn't Earth-like start the first time you played, and once you got to space it felt pretty empty? Well, yeah, compared to the Earth start, heck yeah. I'm not a fan of the Earth start though, because again, it's like once you get off the Earth, you've sort of already done everything that you need to do just to have gotten to that point in the first place, you know? The gravel can stay there. So we need just a bunch more stone. Probably still a bunch of stone left in my little iron shaft thing. Check that out first. Save me a bit of work. The man with gun doing pretty good going to your girlfriend today. Very nice. Have a good time. Now. Where's my entrance? That looks right. Yeah, there's all my stone. Also some more iron. Okay. Hopefully we don't have to do too many more trips. And I'll take the iron. And you will just continue doing that recipe. Just do it a whole bunch. Go, 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 go. Although I suppose if I flip it, you'll try to do the plates first until you run out of the iron. And then you'll switch over to that. And of plates, I need to at least get to at least get this guy set up. Like, oh god, like hundreds. I need like a few hundred plates and stuff. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay. Well then. Fine. At least get kind of started with the foundation, at least. You out of stone also. Oh boy. We start with 10,000 space bucks, which is quite cool. Didn't notice that. I don't think that's really enough to do a whole lot. But hey, it's something. What else is there for the power block? Solar panel. You have to get a few of these set up too. Which also require a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, shit. And obviously we can't do the wind turbine on the moon. That won't work. Okay. Shit. So yeah, I do need just a absolute metric shitload of stone, unfortunately, because this thing just won't accept raw iron input, and the thing that does accept raw iron input needs so many plates to get going. Okay. If I'm forgetting something, do let me know, because I feel like I am. I feel like waiting for this thing to process enough iron to do some hundreds of plates on top of the other things I need is going to be a bit of an ordeal. Plumpy Chunks, hello, how you doing? 4 months, thank you very much. How's it going on my end? Pretty fine. Nice extended weekend. Can't complain. Friday's a holiday here. Couldn't tell you what holiday, but it's a holiday. Upside down view is pretty sick. Yeah, it gets pretty disorienting. Especially, like, it's really really messy when you're doing a mining ship type thing and you're like inside a tunnel or a cave mining and all that, because the little bit of gravity affects you. So as you fill up your inventory on the ship, you get heavier and heavier, and you just start tilting sideways more and more and more, and you just like slowly right yourself to be in line with everything. It's strange, and then you got to try to lift yourself up out of the cave. All Saints Day. Ah, okay, there you go. Germans love a holiday. You work for a German company and they always seem to be off for something. That's what I'm saying, but they're like, no, there's not that many holidays, but like there's a fucking holiday like every 2 weeks on average. I mean, come on. I don't think Germans work a full week ever in their life. It's it's a thing. I don't know. Oh boy. Especially for like May, June, and July, there's so many holidays. Cemeteries on All Saints Day at night are a magical place. How so? Do they like throw a festival or something in the cemetery? Because Germans also love festivals. There's always a damn festival happening. There's just music outside. I'm like, what's going on? And my wife's like, oh, it's just a festival for this and this, and they just welcome people. What? Why? What the fuck? They just need an excuse to drink beer in the day, I think is what it is. Lights, loads of them. Oh, like fireflies. I've broken the sound effect a little bit, it seems. You know what I could have also done, I suppose, is just like boost up the refinery efficiency a bunch. So then I'd be getting just more everything that I, as I put it in. Is it too late to do that, actually? Would I have to start new? Does anybody know? Or if I could just, like, change that as I load in or something. I think there are world settings. Like, adjustable ones, though, on the fly. Change in game. What the fuck is that URL demand? Oh, Google image URL. No wonder. Disgusting. Well, we'll try save. We'll go back to the main menu real fast. Cemetery at night. Alright, I'll click it. I'll click it. Redirect notice. Yeah, okay, sure. Man, it's all in Polish. What is this? I gotta, like, accept some stuff? Jeez. That's a lot of lights. That's a bunch of lights. So if I go load game, edit settings. Aha. Okay. Assembler efficiency. I don't know if that actually helps me very much, honestly. The assembler efficiency. Technically also disassembles, but... Okay, I don't think that actually helps me very much. I'm now a Polish citizen for accepting. Awesome, yay! That makes things a lot easier on my end. HUD? There it is, okay. If only this thing could accept iron. And watch, like, as I disassemble the thing, there's actually, like, a teeny tiny ass refinery on it already. I just completely missed. I don't think there is. Is that about experimental mode? Something in the game options for, like, experimental mode where I can do, like, kind of opt-in features of the game. So I'm leaving it in. I don't know. Nothing to worry about, and it doesn't seem to ever want to go away. Oh, okay, there it goes.
Energy low.
Energy Energy low. Strap a solar panel onto my face, that'll do it, right? Bah. 40%, 48%, 56%. Takes a while. We got 7 hours still of power. I could also probably turn off. The beacon is off. Or detector. We could turn that off also. Save a little bit of power. Parachute hatch off. Spotlights are off. Survival kit, keep that on. The antenna off. Saves me 400 watts. Probably doesn't actually make a whole lot of difference, but it makes me feel better, okay? I feel like I'm a little more efficient now. Did you know there are cosmetics in the game? There are. Yeah, there's like these little beacon things that you can go to and you get a chance for a thing. I got the medieval engineer stuff on right now. Let me maybe get a little better light for you. Oh yeah. Looks very airtight. Yeah, man. Chainmail. They don't tell you. It's actually surprisingly airtight, chainmail. Be surprised. That's why it's so good against arrows. Drill sounds like a World War II machine gun. There is a different sound setting for like arcade sounds. I don't know if that'd be any different or not. I'm not really sure what the difference is. Stone. There's really nothing else on here. Parachute hatch, cockpit, the O2H2 generator. That's it. That's all it's got. Guess I'll take these, by the way. And that ice is what's keeping everything running as far as the O2 and my suit power and everything. So we're keeping that in there. Although the bottles, I think I could maybe get away with taking out, but I'll leave them in there anyway. It's just something that I think you can pop for a quick recharge out and about. And what are you? I used to visit this place at a regular basis during my engineering days, and they always had some good deals available. Go see if they're still at it, and there's some GPS things. Create a GPS marker using that, so I can then track it. The IDMG station. We'll keep that visible, sure. It's over there, 13 kilometers away. Man, that's quite a trip. I do have some space bucks. Do I try to make that journey? Fully recharged, obviously. On foot? I haven't started the base. I could also just like bring the vehicle over there and we just like set up shop kind of near it. Should I do that? Because like if I could just buy a few hundred steel plates, that'd save me a lot of time. But 13 kilometers is also quite a distance going at 110 meters per second. Roughly. Lift. I think I want to see about what they've got. We'll take a look. I can't even disassemble with this thing, man. What garbage. It's garbage, this thing. It's really, really yucky garbage. It's like 76 steel plates. Ugh. That ain't enough for a whole lot here. That's the refinery. And this needs 100 for the first step, and then another 20 at the end. Realistic settings? I do have some stuff unrealistic. We just need computers, motors, and construction components, but then we have to get a way to power it. Which, that's a whole other thing. We'll fully recharge and see what I can do. Dampeners will leave on. And jetpack off, and we'll generally just do big jumps over there to preserve some power. Hello, Earth. Well, Earth-ish. Look at this nice flat open area over here. Cheers. I'm setting up shop in like the most hilly area ever. Unyielding heavy industry, another faction. Selling goodness knows what. Moonstar is so hard. More time consuming than everything right now. Like, so much of just getting stone. Kerbal Space Program flashbacks. Ah, yes. Because the vehicle can only process stone, that means that even when you find the iron, which is basically everywhere really, you can't do anything with it yet. On Earth, do you have buildings, etc.? I don't think so. Well, pirate stations. I guess those count. I mean, you probably can't do them right away, though. Be a bit rough. They got turrets and defenses and such. But if the vehicle could at least process iron, that'd make this so much faster. Oh my god, because getting the iron from the stone takes so long. Almost there. Kerbal Space Program 2? Ah, yeah. Not really sure what to expect out of that, though, to be fair. Because, like, the first game, it doesn't have any huge... Wow, you got some pretty severe gravitational lensing happening there, sir. Well, bubble. Alright. Hello, station. Hold door. Do you like... Is this it? It's just an armory with a welder. This is the worst trader ever. What the fuck? That's just your beacon. Okay. Well, I don't know if this guy's just like spawned in a stupid spot so it doesn't work, or if I'm just missing something completely. But they're not really any help. We can check into this unknown signal. That'll be one of the floating cosmetic things, but I can at least tear it down for stuff. Dismantle the whole thing. I think song would be disabled in there as well as drilling. But like these little unknown signals here, we can probably just saw this apart. We're still affected a little bit by gravity. You can see on the bottom right corner there's the artificial gravity and the P gravity. Moon does have 8 bits of gravity, not a whole lot. So it will slowly pull me back in. But I'm already out of it. Button panel. Try your luck to get a new special item. Oh, fucking hell, a rainbow grinder. Hell yeah. Is it a medical room to change your appearance? That's like the best one, I'm pretty sure. So, I will rip and tear. And take all of your awesome everything. Because you give steel plates. This grinder is pretty trash. There are equipment upgrades you can get later on, and they're pretty fantastic. But I don't really know what all's involved in getting those. I am actually getting steel plates right. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're getting some good stuff. Alright, nice. So back to my respawn pod. Whee! Sometimes you see the little red things and those will just be pirates flying around. But sometimes there's also friendly ships, like I was discovering merchants and all that earlier. I can look into those. Factions. There are a lot of factions. Independent Miners Guild, though. They got some friends, you can see the reputation. Space Pirates, Space Spiders. Supreme Minerals and the First Merchants. They got a lot of friends. I've never messed around with the factions many though, so I don't really know if there's anything I have to do to get them going or started or what. And that'll work. GPS. We can turn that one off. I don't think that's how those normally are. I would think there's at least usually a computer somewhere that you can interface with and get things and stuff from, but yeah, not like that. At least they added multiplayer. What, for Kerbal Space Program 2? That'd be a good time. Shit. That'd be great. Multiple people doing like contracts and flying things and stuff and setting up the space stations and all that. That'd be great. But like, I can't really imagine what the first Kerbal Space Program is missing out on that they would need to make another game for and couldn't simply just do another DLC type thing. Like a $10 DLC that's just like, here, it's more thrusters and parts and doodads and blah, and here's a bunch of decorative stuff and, you know, all that kind of stuff. For now, you can play multiplayer with a mod. Oh. Hello, shop. So, all the stone that I've got is already in. Okay. I will take those steel plates. We can see what we can make over here. Because I got some pretty okay random stuff from that little thing. You know, like we got some of the construction components, half the computers. We need more computers and construction components to finish that up though, but we've got the steel plates done, which is pretty nice. Power-wise, solar panels. Already got them down a little bit. We can attach some of those. Generally.
Energy low.
I don't know if I want them clamped on the side like that, or... because these don't rotate. I think just out will be fine. There's a multiplayer mod for Subnautica. I think somebody mentioned that. I don't know if that'd be cool or not, though. I might have to get this guy started first or something, I don't know. We'll see. One solar panel definitely won't be enough. It was you, okay. Zion for Freedom, 1,000 bits, thank you very much. Welcome, how you doing? The World multiplayer mod. Ugh. Is it actually multiplayer yet, or is it still just like, hey, let me cheat my way in and just trade with other players for the stuff that they totally, definitely, legitimately acquired? Her. What else we got here? Displays, some plates. Okay. I generally just dump what I can into whatever will take it. Oh god. Put the nickel and the silicon in. Would like to just dismantle that. Put in the scrap, I think. No? Scrap won't go in. Oh man, that doesn't accept anything. This survival station is hot garbage. I wonder if the survival station that I can build, like myself, is a different survival station or not. Still need a basic refinery, so it's kind of whatever, but... half watching my stream and half playing Luigi's Mansion 3. Yeah, did that just come out? I saw a popular dude was streaming that the other night. Didn't really hear a whole lot about it. It's kind of like a stealth drop, I think, for me. Dropped yesterday. Nice. How is it so far? Dropped on Halloween appropriately. Very true. I think people always liked Luigi's Mansion. I think that's one of the series that none of the games have a fault so far. But I don't know, I'm not really in for console gaming, so I don't really know. I think that's a Switch exclusive, though. Might have heard about that, at least. Get me out of there. Feels like the original, which you like, with new abilities and cool co-op. Near 2i knows nothing about Nintendo. Nothing at all. Surely you've heard something about Nintendo. What else did we need here? Let's pause the plates for a moment. Why are you moving? Can you not? I think the parking brake might not be on and I bumped into it or something. It's still moving slightly. Makes me a bit nervous. Let's say computers I think I needed? Which computers? Wow, computers are really cheap to make. 0.17 iron and 0.07 silicon. Well, there we go. And these guys we needed nickel and silicon for. Okay, why are you moving? That's really freaking me out. Please stop. Parking brake on. I thought it was already on. Okay, so it seems like maybe just the steel plates are a complete, absolute pain in the ass to make. The rest of it doesn't seem too bad. So we'll go with like 10 computers, 10 construction components, like 4 displays, 10 motors, 20 interior plates, 10 girders maybe? Well, we'll pause on the girders. I'm not sure if I actually need those. And solar cells for power. We need like 30 or something of these things. We'll go for that. Okay, good. I feel a lot better. Because I was like, fuck, I can't even make steel plates at like any speed at all. This sucks. But okay. Why's that in there? Withdraw components for build planner. I don't have anything on the build planner. So I will just take what you've got. And I'll be on my way. They like to copyright strike YouTubers and have awesome customer support. That's pretty true. Although Nintendo's gotten a little bit better about the whole copyright thing, but Nintendo does have a pretty good habit of just fucking themselves in a really stupid way. Construction components again, girders. Okay, I do need girders for that. Fine. Like, it's free advertising, just accept it, but they don't get it. They just don't get it. Okay, so like interior plates, did I actually need it all? Guess not. Hey, alright.